Hey YouTube, this is React City. I'm Mike.
I'm Rose. I'm Nikki.
And this is ReZero. So she finally, Amelia went in to do the final trial.
Yeah.
Or first trial, actually.
First trial, right.
Right.
Yeah. So what do you guys think's gonna happen?
Well, we see Greed heckling Amelia.
So it looks like Greed's not even trying. She's like, I just have to talk to this girl and insult her, and she leaves. Okay.
Yeah.
But now that Amelia's standing up to her, she's like, oh, time for a real trial. So
She's like, I am the frozen witch.
yeah.
Confidence boost.
Wow.
The blow up screen right there is backshot puck. So maybe
Looking
we'll
at
see
the
that.
ice, which is where Amelia is.
Yeah. Anything before we get into it?
Garf is now on our side.
Yes, for now.
For now. We still have rabbits to deal with. And the mansion situation.
Yeah.
So, I'm assuming Subaru's plan is to just, get people out of the way of the rabbits and get the stronger fighters to, fight against...
Elsa.
I don't know, Elsa? Or to get them out of the mansion. I don't know where we're going.
I don't know either.
What is our destination?
Because there's no safety in either the village or the mansion. So they would have to get out of there completely. So they'd have to get there and then get out of there. I don't know.
And then get there.
And then get there.
Yeah. So guys, thank you guys very much for being here. If you like your time here, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. And go in the description if you guys want to see the Patreon and see the next episode a whole week early, as well as Tier 3, which unlocks the uncut version of this reaction. Remember, you have to bring your own source material, but you get to see the whole thing with a timer on screen so you can sync with it that way. Also, remember, we now have a Reels on TikTok in the description made by Nikki, where she does little animations and... I should say animations. I know I said animations. She does little shorts out of the reactions that we do, little funny moments, and she hypes it up a little bit. So thank you guys very much. I will see you in discussion.
Ice cracks.
He broke the ice.
Puck did it. Come in.
You showed the OVA.
Yeah.
Oh, the place is green now? Or are we reversing in time?
Gotta be reversed.
Okay.
嫌ってる私にもちゃんと説明してくれてすごくいい人なんて勘違いだけは絶対にしないでほしい問いかけに答えてしまうのは単なる僕の性分だ
It is?
Oh.
はい、今回も失敗しても仕方ないと先に予防線を張るとは弱気なことだねそうじゃないこれからその準備をしに行くのよ
Prepare yourself!
よほど中に閉じ込めておきたいものがあったと、ここはお姫様部屋
Princess
小さかった私がいつも遊ばされていた場所よ
Sent here to play.
扉は触れないんだっけこのまま通り抜けられるの
You didn't answer that one.
I guess she just showed her. She can't touch the door.
That lady looks different.
This.
She has her hair clip.
まだ何も知らないとはいえ呆れるほど能天気な
Okay.
ちっちゃい私にまで文句言わないで
Sister?
フォルトナ母様
It is.
She's Mother Fortuna.
エミリア
No marks
今
though.
から大事な用事があるのだから部屋でおとなしくしていてね
That thingy that unlocks your birthday
Yeah.
thing.
What?
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 A way out? So she runs off into some strange place.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneak. She's saying the words, okay?
The robes.
Oh no.
Well, that person specifically. Oh, it looked like.
They look like cultist robes, don't they?
Yeah.
But they're all smiling.
And those are humans.
いつもいつもあ
Is
なた
that
たちがお世話にな
Beetlejuice?
ってばっかりね
我々こそフォルトナ様にはいつもご不満ばかりおかけして
He has the
それ
hair.
こそお互い様よジュース
Yeah.
It's Beetlejuice.
あそう最後に一つだけ エミリア様は息災でやられますか？
He always knew.
心配しないで。エミリアは元気ですごくいい子に育ってる。
Some of them look serious.
Yeah.
Most of them.
あなたに合わ
Well,
せ
it's just that one
Yeah.
guy.
良いのです。
He was Archie, the one
エ
they
ミ
were
リア
talking
様
to.
が健やかに育ってくださるならばそれで十分。それ以上望むのはこの罪人たる身には過ぎた願いです。
You good?
さあ、罪深い我々は去りましょう。フォルトナ様、また近いうちに。
他の誰が言わなくても私たちはあなたたちに感謝してる。
そのお言葉だけで私は100年の苦悶の時に身を捧げられることでしょう。
Just might.
What? What?
Whoa.
It's helping her out.
エミリア、起きてる。
Wait, is that a spirit? Is that Puck?
起きてるよ。
Oh, maybe.
でも何？そんなに慌てちゃって。
Oh.
ごめんなさい。
Nice.
さっきの壺いっぱいこぼしちゃって。あっちゃ
There's something on the page.
私。さっきの私とか母様のこともっとチクチク言われると思ったのに。仮にそう思ったとしても、それを相手に伝えるのはおすすめしないよ。ただでさえ僕の中で低い君の評価が。
This is
それ
true?
こそ勢いよく下落していく。
Okay, okay.
大丈夫よ。私もこんなこと駅ドナ以外言ったりしないわ。
もちろん、フォルトナ様にもきっとよくお似合いのものがありますよ。
もう長い付き合いだけど、いつからそんな冗談を言うようになったの？
何かおかしなことを言ってしまいましたか？
She's disappointed now. Of course. Of course.
ジュース、これは
I think she has a fever.
Yeah.
そういえばずいぶん前に私と話していて不機嫌だった
Oh, he's like he's not thinking about any of the signals.
思い出しまして熱はありませんね。
そんなの一体
Decades.
Decades ago. So I guess he lives for a super long time too.
ジュースのバカ。あとアーチもバカ。
よろしくお願いいたします。
No.
エミリア様、あのお二人のた
For
め
the two of them.
Two of them. Run.
お願い。
Oh no. Yes, please. Show me where the seal is. A door.
奇妙な光景だ。
Did she undo the seal?
これが封印？
ナコに書いたラブレターのやつに先に見られた。もうしない
I was like, bro.
いくらなんでも落ち込みすぎだろや。
This is true.
シャキッとしろやシャキッと。まさかガーフィールがけじめをつけに先に入るとは。
Wait, settle the scope.
普段からあれだけ人前でも口説いてる。
Yes.
いざ文字にした途端に恥ずかしがるのって何なんですかね。
Just because you.
いつものはさらっと流されるの覚悟してるし、実際さらっと流されてっからいいの。でも今度のは真面目なの。しかも文字通り深夜のラブレター。バーチュババアとは何をどこまで話したんだ。言い直さなくていい。
Saying it over.
大まかに聞けたのは墓所に入ったお前の話だ。俺を
この聖域を解放する上で避けては通れぬ話をじゃよ。
Oh, do they have to die? Oh. That's sad.
Why?
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 どうしてパタンって倒れないんだろう。パチパチ。
Bachi, bachi, bachi.
フォルトの母様が悪いんだもん。ジュースが悪いんだもん。で、どうしたの？
Are they saying go back? Run this way?
約束の時間に遅れてしまう。そこの可愛いお尻はどなたですか？お、星尾さんだ。いえ、あなたまさか。
ジュース？大丈夫？
I think he's recognizing the witch.
Mm.
大丈夫ですとも何の問題もありません。たった今これ以上ないものに救われたのですから。
Mm. So he saw her and went crazy.
Yeah.
そうなの？
Stranger danger.
嬉しくても泣いちゃう。大丈夫だよ、ジュース。
Aww.
大丈夫。
This guy will try to kill you in your future.
それにスバルが私に書いてくれた。
Oh, she read them all before she went.
嘘にしたくないの。スバルが信じてくれる。だから私はその気持ちに恥ずかしくない子でいたい。それはすごくいけないことね。
She has some strong arms to be holding her like that for a while.
Yeah.
約束は信じる気持ちの表れだから。それを破るのは信じてくれてる気持ちを裏切ることだからだね。エミリア、母様と約束して。約束は今度からちゃんと守るって。はい、守ります。ごめんなさい、母様。ジュースの方は大丈夫？
He's still crying.
あまりにも眩しすぎる光景で涙もこらえられず。
それにしてもエミリア。
エミリア様が妖精と呼ぶのは理性霊と呼ばれる存在です。彼らと心を通わせ契約を結んで力を借りる者を精霊術師と。
私、それになれるの？ちょっと変なこと吹き込んじゃダメよ。
Too late.
エミリア様。
でもそんな危ないかもしれないこと、可愛いエミリアに。私、今日は何の味方
Starts crying again.
精霊術師になるわって。なんかウルトラ母様とジュースってお父さんとお母さんみたい。言わないの。母様とジュースはもうずっと長い付き合いで。
時を生きる私にとってウルトラ様ですら幼子のようなものです。
Oh, he's even older than she is.
ともかくフォルトナ様とは長い付き合いなのですよ。それこそエミリア様のお父様とお母様が健在の頃から。
ジュース。
申し訳ありません。
Well, that couldn't be more obvious.
またね、ジュース。あんまり泣いてちゃダメだからね。次に会うまでの約束。
はい。必ずまた次の機会に。
Rip.
Yeah. Someone else?
Too happy.
Was that Archie?
Trans
Oh,
left.
is that? Oh, it is him! Apostle of Greed!
お互い顔を合わせるのは初めて同士。これから関係を築くって意味じゃ間違いなく対等の立場のはずなのに、どうして一方的に上から目線で名前を質問されなきゃならないん
It's
だ
a problem for this guy.
随分と長
Everything's
話
a
が好き
problem.
みたいね。
男のくせにっていかにも比べる男を知らなそうな偏見が垣間見えるよね。その態度
Goodness. Oh, they did a double take of it.
魔女教滞在司教強欲担当レグルス・コルニアス。
Oof, I paused it in time.
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds left.
Discussion.
Discussion.
What a nice episode. Nothing bad happened at all.
Nothing bad happened, and it'll continue like this forever.
Interestingly, when it started the episode, Emilia's door is barred from the outside.
Yeah.
So it's not for her protection.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't make a big deal out of it when they caught her outside.
No.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was expecting a bigger deal to be made,
It's
but
like, why are you outside, Amelia?
but it could have also just been them trying to be adults and stay calm, so she doesn't think or she doesn't fret.
Yeah.
But she did like instill the fear of God in her. It's like a promise, Amelia. Made her cry. So that was effective, or as far as we know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what we know as a cult, delivers them supplies every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Unless, what I was thinking with this guy showing up is, well, it could be a couple of things now. What I was thinking is this guy has something to do with why Juice goes off the rails. At first, I thought it was going to be something to do with seeing Amelia, but he kind of calmed down, as you could see. But it could be that whatever this guy is going to do or say might have something to do with what happens to Juice going crazy. It could also be whatever happens to Amelia to put her in the ice makes Juice feel like hopeless, because it's like, oh no, whatever she is to him is lost.
Perhaps. Mayhaps.
So his name is Bishop Romaniconti. I think he's already said that.
Yeah,
full name
he said,
before.
And he changed his name from Goose to Betelgeuse for some reason.
Isn't it Juice?
Well, they call him Juice. They could be giving him like a nickname.
No, because he's saying it Goose.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone calls him Goose.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in our language, it's Juice.
No, but I'm saying I thought I heard them say Juice.
No, they say Goose.
But yeah, it could be that the full thing is Beetlejuice, but everyone known him for a
Just
while,
Juice,
so they just
yeah.
call him Juice.
Yeah, maybe.
So interesting. He said things are still dubious outside the forest.
So it's like some sort of barrier for this little realm that they're living in. So they can't go in and out. So his little group of people have to take them supplies.
She was in the ice for 100 years, right?
We don't.
I don't think she said, but I think yeah.
I think so. We were talking in the discussion with our patrons, and they're saying it was left out. That is, they said she's 114 years old. So at this point in time, I'm just trying to do the math. The the war would have been going still, right? The war between the humans and the non-humans, demi-humans.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what he's talking about. Like maybe they kept them here to keep them safe from the war that's going on outside.
Maybe that would make sense. Or maybe this is like a more civil version of like a concentration camp. It's like, okay, you guys, you haven't been causing problems. You just get. Maybe there's a barrier around there where they can't get out. Maybe.
Well, he straight up said we're forcing you to be here.
Yeah.
So maybe something like that. Yeah.
Maybe.
But they still trust them to keep watch over the seal.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a two-way thing. Like the barrier is not only there to keep you in, it's to keep other things out.
Yeah.
But while they're in here, make sure that doesn't get undone.
Yeah.
But it seems to trust them.
Yeah. And something else too. Mother Fortuna was like, even if no one else will say it, we'll say we're grateful, or I will say we're grateful.
Yeah. So maybe they didn't want to go here, but it was for the best in the long run. I kind of miss what they said. So at the end, when he was saying, back when your mother and father were well, what was he saying? He said that makes it obvious. I didn't catch exactly what.
No, it makes it obvious that that mom and dad are a taboo subject. Whereas before, it kind of seemed like they were just skirting the subject. It was like, don't say anything. Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I was looking down at the time. I didn't know.
Yeah. And we find out who exactly Mother Fortuna is. She is the aunt. She is
Father's sister.
Father's younger sister.
Yeah. They're sick. Or, well, unwell. And they're not here.
What if that's where the madness started?
What madness?
The witches' cult madness. Maybe they're not well because they went crazy.
Oh.
Maybe.
And they kind of had to keep them away from Amelia.
Maybe. I need to see more.
Yeah. Perhaps.
But something interesting about this, the spirits guided her to him. Like it says, could it be something's going to happen?
Oh, yeah, and they followed straight to Juice, yeah.
So maybe running away from greed. Or maybe I'm trying to get her like to them for safety or something. Or was trying to make them meet.
It could be the meeting, because they took her to where Mother Fortuna was meeting Juice constantly. Like, they were back and forth there.
Yeah.
And then when she wants to see the seal, so they take her to see the seal, but then, let's go this way. He's this way.
Mm-hmm.
So it must be like they want them to meet for some reason.
She mentioned vaguely that they're here because they're thankful to her for saving them. So maybe that's a product of her previous life.
The spirits are thankful to her?
Yeah.
Thankful to Amelia?
They said something like that.
I didn't catch
I
that.
don't, me neither.
It was when she was showing the spirits to her mother.
Oh, yeah, I know. I don't remember.
Yeah. So Juice and Fortuna, they're both very old.
Mm-hmm.
And Juice implied that even he was older than her.
Older than her, yeah.
That she would be like a child to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this cult, they have a version of immortality.
Mm-hmm.
Because...
We're not sure if it's a cult yet.
They got robes, though.
They do got robes, and they keep calling themselves sinners. Maybe
Yeah.
that was just like this section of the witches' cult. Is just the robes. It's literally these people specifically.
Yeah, so like maybe at one point they were an established group, almost seen as an official authority.
Mm-hmm.
But so much time has passed that they've become degenerated into being known as a cult. Like one point in time, maybe they could have been a respected group. The whole calling themselves bishops and stuff, you know.
I was thinking that maybe that was a product of like the madness.
Yeah, the madness. I think it was a nice moment, but I think a part of it has to do with when he saw Amelia. Like that was intense.
Mm-hmm. She's a good figure for them for some reason, and they also keep her locked up and locked away.
First, they want to keep her safe.
So you pointed out that because she looks like the witch, and he's so old, maybe he actually legit knew what she looks like.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, continue.
I was gonna say, so what if he sees her? He's overcome with emotion because that's basically his god right there, and he's happy to see her and he wants to keep her safe as a result. And maybe the witch did descend is like somewhere along the royal line, and that's why she's a princess. But yeah, so he wants to keep her safe, but then some kind of information comes that he can bring her back or something, and that's where he goes crazy. Like we have to use her, and no matter nothing gets in the way.
Maybe. I just realized his eyes. First of all, his eyes are the same color as Roswell's. I don't know if that's significant in any way. But also, his eyes shined the same way it did when he looked at her when Roswell was describing the first time he saw whoever he was describing. When he was like going crazy, he was like, I saw those eyes and the blah blah blah.
You're right. Man, that's a good catch. Yeah, when Roswell was like, I saw her, and then...
Yeah, it did the same thing.
What a callback. Good job.
And then... crying, and Amelia did the child thing of calling somebody mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you're like mommy and daddy.
Yeah, she was just too old to care. Like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Interesting thing to me was Amelia had said earlier in the episode that she couldn't see, like she couldn't get to the memories without help. I was like, what does she mean? Did she mean losing Puck or something? But it was Echidna was helping her through her memories before she let her face the trial. So I thought that was interesting that Echidna's putting on this face of I don't like you, whatever, but she's being helpful, and she's going with her. So
Yeah, it could be that she's being helpful. It could also be the fact that, like Subaru, she just wants to know. She just wants to know everything.
It could also be a part of what she said early in the episode is part of me where I answer questions. It could also be a part of her that you go into the trial, I tell you the rules, I show you the way. If you can make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. I don't have to carry either way, but she has to do it.
And then we see dun dun dun
Apostle of Greed,
Mr. Regulus Cornea or something like that.
Regulus Corneus.
Corneus.
Yeah. So he's going to be the linchpin because this episode is just pretty much just there so far. We can't really make any conclusions. It's just theories, sure, but we need info.
Yeah.
Like, what is that thing in the forest that's just frozen? Everything frozen around it. I mean, I think it's fair to say that whatever froze the forest probably came from that.
Yeah.
Why is it there? Why did they keep them in the area?
And it also seemed that Amelia didn't have ice powers at this point. So maybe the powers are what's sealed
Maybe.
Because around it is all icy and stuff.
Yeah. And why do they insist on keeping Emilia separate from everyone else? Like, it's got to be like part of what you're saying. Like they're keeping on the face to not be panicked or whatever, but they're afraid of her maybe.
That would make sense where for the flashback we saw from her dream, where they're like, it's a kind lie or whatever.
It's a kind lie.
Yeah. Oh, also we saw a little throwback to the movie, the OVA, in the very beginning, where Puck was like, "I'm so sorry, I just couldn't find you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I left you alone. Which just means that Puck is one of the people.
Yeah. Tinfoil hat theory.
Yeah.
He's either Archie or he's a part of Beetlejuice.
That's what I was thinking.
A part of Beetlejuice.
I was thinking he's like the same part of Goose that got like split. And then like he built up power because he said apparently Goose is super old.
Yeah.
Which we also know Puck is. And Beetlejuice apparently has this, I just keep calling him all of the names.
Yeah.
Has this connection with Amelia where he really adores her.
Yeah.
Like, and he
said call him father.
Puck calls her his daughter, and she was just like, "You're like a daddy," you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what tipped me off to it was the intense adoration. We have not seen another character show that level of care for Emilia other than Subaru and Puck. And we know it's not Subaru.
The moment you said it, I was like, oh no.
Another theory?
Yeah. I just want to see more.
Me too.
Yeah, so just a theory slow crawl episode, but I'm no doubt next episode is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
But guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like your time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, check the Patreon description. If you want to see the next episode a week early, you can do that. You have time travel powers. And tier 3 is there if you want uncut version. Remember, in the uncut version, you have to bring your own source material. There's a timer on screen, though, for you to sync with us. So thank you very much. I will see you guys next time in the city. Goodbye.
Bye. Podcast?
Yeah, check out the podcast. It's up already. Fridays.
Hey!
Bye-bye.
Oh, bye!
And thanks to our patrons, Washington, Tyrone, Eddie J, Joker, and CC Flips.